Hello, I'm Joe. There's the office window with the blind down because it's about 75 degrees and really humid, with the possibility of thunderstorms. And I know people are sitting there going, but you live in England. Well, yeah, I do, and we get this sort of weather too. And I had several ideas for what I was going to talk about today. And I've made notes, and my brain is just like, blah. Because when you're this sort of colouring, you don't do summer very well. So I'm just going to do a thank you today, because I haven't done one in a while. And I think it's really important that I keep it up. But I don't, as I originally said, we all say thank you and don't really mean it. So these thank yous, when I do them, are because I really mean them. Yesterday was the 6th of June, the anniversary of the D-Day landings. A pretty horrific day, but a very important day in the history of our world. Coming up this month, we've got Armed Forces Day here in Britain, which is the day we sort of celebrate our armed forces. Recently, we saw the second Invictus Games in Orlando, Florida, the brainchild of Prince Harry and a lot of other people, which gives injured service and ex-service personnel from around the world a chance to participate in very specific sporting events. Also at the Invictus Games, at the opening ceremony, was Gareth Malone and his Invictus Choir singing a song they wrote. That man is a genius, Gareth Malone. If you're not from Britain, if you're not aware of who Gareth Malone is, Google him and have a look at what he does. He brings disparate groups of people together and he makes choirs. You might want to look up the Military Wives Choir as well. And all this brings me around to saying thank you to people who have served, to people who are serving, to the people who gave their lives, to the people who came back wounded, whether mentally or physically or both. Because that was something Prince Harry said in his opening speech. We have to start talking about the hidden injuries, the mental health issues that are often attached to service. And it's not just things like PTSD. That's a big one for a lot of service personnel. And thank you to their families. And just thank you to everyone involved in our armed forces for doing what you do and doing it willingly. And I say this very much from a personal level because at this moment in time, my son, who has been in the army 16 years this month, 17 years this month, is somewhere doing something in the service of Queen and country. So, to all our service personnel, whether you're a member of the senior service or one of them posh fly boys or just a boots on the ground soldier, whether you fly a plane, drive a tank, drive a lorry, sail a ship, you're in a submarine. Now there's something I could never wrap my head around. Yes, I'm going to spend 6 months in a tin can underwater with a group of blokes. There won't be shaving. Thank you. Thank you for just being willing to do that. I'm going to go get a drink now because I'm absolutely parched.